Can you hear me now?
Yes, Guru. It's very clear.
Okay. Yes, Uma, your question is what is the experience of meditation? What is the experience of realization? Okay,
Realization. Yes.
right. Our day-to-day living is in duality. When I say duality, I see the world, I see the sky, the space, the stars, the moon, the mountain, the animals, the living beings, and the world. And I am the seer. When I say I am the seer, the body is the seer.
Hmm.
Okay, the real seer is not the body, but somebody who uses the body. So that I call it as awareness or chaitanya or consciousness. Body itself is an instrument. Body is a vehicle. Body is not the seer. But when we see the world, we confuse that I am seeing by identifying with the body.
Yes.
Okay. So now in meditation, what we do, we close the eyes so that the external world is stopped.
Hmm.
So then we open up the internal world, which is actually internal world consists of memories, thoughts, feelings, emotions, which are mostly about the past recorded in the memory. They open up, right? So even if you go beyond this, in the sense that after some time these settle down, then what is there? I am going to speak about that.
Yes.
So to give an example, a day Buddha was going along with his disciple Ananda, uh, and he saw a lake, and he asked Ananda, "Can you get me some water for drinking?" Ananda said, "Oh master, the lake water is muddy. Some bullock cart has passed through the lake, making the water muddy." Then Buddha said, "Let us wait for some time for the water to settle down, and then get me the water." They waited for some time, and the mud settled down, and you could see that the water became clear. Ananda fetched the water for Buddha. So in Buddha said similarly, when you do the meditation, when you close your eyes, the mind will be muddy, in the sense the external impressions will float in the mind, so you cannot, mind is not clear. Slowly you have to allow the mind to settle down. Once the mind is settled down, mind becomes clear. This is the teaching of Buddha to Ananda. So when the mind settles down, mind becomes clear. Mind becomes sharp, clear, and calm. Now, for making the mind sharp, clear, and calm, you can do some. You can have some object for meditation like Omkara or a breath or a mantra. After some time, the mind has to calm down. Once the mind calms down, mind becomes sharp. When you see through your eyes, you see the physical world, right? Physical world consisting of the stars, planets, galaxies, mountains, valleys, living beings and non-living beings, animals, plants, everything, right? But when you close your eyes and mind settles down, what do you see? When mind settles down, before mind settling down, you'll be seeing your thoughts, your memories, which is a muddy water, impressions. Okay. When that mud settles down, then what do you see? Then the clear water is there. Okay.
Yes.
For some people, this may open up the world which is unseen. Okay, what I say is the world which is not yet seen.
Yes.
So the world has three parts: the gross, subtle, and causal. The gross is the physical, which we see through our eyes, which consists of mountains, valleys, the plants, animals, and living beings, which is available to our sense organs. Okay, but when you close your eyes, the sense organs are cut off, the mind has settled down. So possibly sometimes the subtle world opens up, which I call it from gross to subtle. Okay,
Yes.
subtle. What is the subtle world consists of? Subtle world consists of what you don't see through senses, but a world which exists. World which exists, which can be a massive world of galaxies, stars, planets, a huge macro world, or a micro world. Micro world is the atoms, molecules, and energy. You understand?
Yes.
So beyond our vision, there is a macro world, which is a larger and larger and larger and larger and larger in world, which we call as the consisting of stars, planets, galaxies, mountains, valleys, or beyond the mountains and valleys. I am saying beyond the visible spectrum, right? Okay, which we call as Brahmanda, the universe. And below our vision also there is something, below the visible spectrum there is something which is actually subtle world, further subtle, Sukshma, which consists of atoms, molecules, and energy. Understand?
Yes.
So when we say manifestation or the world, the universe, it consists of three parts: the macro world, which consists of stars, planets, galaxies, and these huge objects, galactic objects, okay, which are billions and billions of light years away and huge, massive.
Mm-hmm.
Then what is visible to our eyes in terms of Earth, the planet, the plants, animals, and all those things which are there in the Earth. Then possibly another world, which is microscopic world, consisting of atoms, molecules, electrons, proton, neutron, and energy, right? And quantum particles possibly. So this everything is included in the world or the universe.
Yeah.
Okay. So our ancestors told this in a simpler way or in a different way. Okay. They told that there are 14 lokas. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
or 14. Loka means actually experiences. Understand?
Yes.
So the lokas are, Bhuloka is what we are there. Okay, our earthly experience. So above Bhuloka, which is actually more and more and more grosser, more and more massive structures like Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka. Bhu, Bhuha, Swaha, Maha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satya, which is actually higher and higher order of uh, the, what you call as galactic uh,
Mm-hmm.
experiences. Okay, understand? They are the higher order, and they also said there is a lower order or deeper order which you call Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Prasatala, Patala. So something of the lower, the macro and the micro, possibly.
Yes.
Okay, so the higher order is Atala, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka. The lower order is micro, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, Patala. Something like that they have said. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the modern language, if you have to say, the uh, Earth is the Bhuloka, and higher order lokas are nothing but the galaxies, stars, planets, which are massive, structures.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and lower order lokas are possibly microscopic order, which consists of atoms, molecules, and subatomic particles, and of that nature.
Yes.
Right? So you understood? So this is what we call as the universe. Universe consists of what is seen and what is unseen. Are you clear?
Yes.
Okay. So now this also can be classified as the gross, subtle, and causal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gross is what you see, subtle is what you cannot see, which consists of some of the macro worlds and some of the micro worlds,
Mm-hmm.
and causal is yet to manifest.
Yeah.
Okay. So to make it more clear, I would say it is the seed, the plant, and the tree.
Yes.
The seed is the causal, the
Mm-hmm.
plant is the subtle, and the tree is the gross.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yes.
now at the seed level, the entire structure for the tree is there, but it is still in a dormant form.
Mm-hmm.
So this we call as causal.
Yeah.
So when we say universe, universe consists of the causal, the subtle, and the gross,
Got.
all the three, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is available to our vision normally is only gross.
Got. Yeah.
Okay, subtle and causal are not available
Yes.
easily, right?
Yes.
But they are also available to us in a meditation state, because a meditation state or sleep state. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
when I see the world through physical body, I am seeing the gross world.
Yes.
Okay, but when I go to dreaming state, dream state, okay,
Mm-hmm.
then I see the subtle world, because the world is subtle now.
Yes.
Okay, right? And what do I take? I take a subtle body, because in dream you suddenly you may go back to your childhood, or you may go to an unknown place, you may start playing something, but still you have a body which is subtle body.
Yes.
And when you go to deep sleep state, there is no body, nothing is there, but and darkness is there, and you plunge into the darkness. Understand?
Mm. Yes.
So that is called causal. Okay, because what is to be manifest is still there in the seed state,
Mm-hmm.
right? And what you have, what do you have? You have a causal body.
Yes.
Okay, so there are three bodies for us: gross body, subtle body, and causal body. And with the gross body we experience the gross universe, subtle body we experience the subtle universe, and causal body we experience the causal universe. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
And beyond these bodies, there is something called the Sakshi, the witness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
which is also called Turiya, which means something which is beyond three. Turiya means three.
Three.
So something beyond three is called Turiya or the Sakshi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So the Sakshi is the seer. Okay. The gross, subtle, and causal world is the seen.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
The seer is there and seen is there. Correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Or the experiencer is there and experienced is there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I call as experiencer and field of experience. Kshetra and Kshetradda.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you clear?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. But you have to understand that to experience anything in any field, you need a body of that kind. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
For
Yeah.
example, to experience the gross body, gross world, you need a gross body.
Mm-hmm.
For experiencing the subtle world, you need a subtle body.
Yes.
For experiencing the causal world, you need a causal body.
Mm-hmm.
And If you are not experiencing anything but you are yourself, then you are the witness, Sakshi,
Yes.
right? So, are you clear now the distinction between the witness and the what is witnessed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for anything to be witnessed, you need that type of body. For example, when you go to, let us say, you go to movies nowadays,
Mm.
and you want to watch a 3D movie,
Mm-hmm.
and for watching the 3D movie, you need a 3D glasses, otherwise you can't see,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So similarly, when you want to watch some program on the television, you need television.
Yes.
Without television, you can't watch because that's wireless,
Mm.
right?
Yes.
But is the program there? If program is there in the air, but you can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, to watch anything, gross, subtle, or causal, you need a body, specific body.
Yes.
Okay. For example, you want to watch the physical world, you need a physical body, which is gross body. For watching what is there in subtle world, you need a subtle body. Okay. Also
Mm-hmm.
called Sukshma Sharira. Okay.
Yeah.
And for watching the something in the causal world, you need a causal body called Karana Sharira.
Yeah.
Right. And for watching all these things, you need what is called Sakshi, the witness.
Mm-hmm.
Understand?
Yes.
Is that clear now?
Yes, clear.
Okay. What I said, the world itself, the universe itself has the macro universe, which consists of
Mm-hmm.
massive stars, galaxies, and planets, the visible world, which consists of Earth, the invisible world or micro world, which consists of atoms, molecules, and deeper level uh, subatomic particles, right?
Yes.
So this also can be divided into gross, subtle, and causal. All the three belongs to same thing. It's not they are different. I'm not speaking of different things, right?
Yes.
Okay, right? The causal is at the subatomic level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, causal is at atom quantum level. Okay,
Yeah.
and this also our ancestors possibly called Boloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, which is higher order planets. Okay, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, Patala, in the lower order planets or worlds of experience. Are you clear?
Yes.
So you understood the concept, right? The
Yeah.
the experiencer and experienced,
Yes.
right? So in our normal experience, there is three. What I see, okay,
Mm-hmm.
the seer, the seeing, and the process of seeing,
Yes.
right? For example, I see a tree,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I is the seer,
Mm-hmm.
okay, right? There is a experience, there is a experiencing process, experiencing the tree through seeing, and tree is the seen,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay, this is called triputi or a splitting of experience into three,
Mm-hmm.
right? The seeing,
Yes.
the seer, and the process of seeing.
Yes.
So who is the process of seeing? The mind is the process of seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
there is an object, there is a subject, and which involves a process of seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
understand? So this is anything is split into three.
Mm-hmm.
Now in reality, there are not three, neither two. There is only one. Okay, what is there is a pure consciousness, Chaitanya,
Mm-hmm.
that appears as the seer, seeing, and the process of seeing.
Okay.
Okay, it is when to give an example, I can tell you in a simpler way. When you go to a dream state,
Mm-hmm.
okay, suddenly you start seeing, oh, you went to your childhood, started playing with your friends and all right?
Yes.
So now they're all happening in your mind. There's no physically, there's no friend, nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Understand?
Yes.
So if the what you appeared as a friend or what appeared as a tiger in a dream or elephant in a dream are nothing but mental manifestations.
Yes.
Okay. Similarly, when you open your eyes, and see the world. What is manifesting is nothing but consciousness manifesting as the tree, the plants, the star, the sky, and the building, and the city, and the country, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Chaitanya.
Yeah.
Okay. And for experiencing that world, the consciousness also takes the form of the mind as the experience.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
So in reality, there is only Chaitanya which is manifesting as everything. Right?
Oh. Yeah.
But we are not able to understand the Chaitanya. Why? Because the Chaitanya or the consciousness identifies with the process, with the body, mind, or intellect.
Yeah.
It identifies with a smaller part of the field of experience.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yes.
It is not identifying with the full totality. Right? Totality consists of what? All the gross planets, stars, moon, everything. Okay, I will call it Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Tala, Tala, Rasatala, Patala, or Bhuloka, Bhurloka, Swarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka. Okay, or Stula Loka, Stula, Sukshma, or Karana. The gross, subtle, or causal. So it is this is the totality,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not identifying with the totality when you are observing. Okay,
Yeah.
it identifies only with the body and mind. Right? What has happened to the consciousness? The consciousness, even though it's totality, it has taken only a smaller part
Mm-hmm.
and says I am this and rest is something else.
Yes.
Okay, this is what I call as duality, subject and object.
Yeah.
Are you clear?
Yeah.
Okay, now the challenge here is the subject is not just the body and mind and intellect.
Mm-hmm.
Subject is the totality,
Yes.
right? And that totality in our Sanskrit and in language in our puja we call it as Vishnu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Vishnu is the totality. Okay, so that's why Vishnu Sahasranama starts with Vishwam. That means the whole universe is Vishnu,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the totality is Vishnu. The totality is what we call as God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
the totality is what we call as God or cosmic consciousness or totality consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but we don't have that. We have individual consciousness, but we don't have totality consciousness. You understand?
Yeah.
Are you clear?
Yes.
Because individuality consciousness, because we identify with the body, mind, or intellect. We don't identify with the totality.
Yeah.
And this is a very natural process. Okay, it's not very complex.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, let us say for reading, you wear the glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when you wear the glasses, okay,
Yeah.
you forget that you are wearing the glasses and start seeing, reading the book or watching the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
What has happened in this process? In this process, okay, you have become your glasses have become your eyes. You have forgotten that there is glasses.
Yeah.
Right? Glasses have become
Yes.
part of your eyes. Okay, now you have forgotten the glasses are separate from you.
Yes.
Similarly, when you watch the universe, okay, we become the body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, forgetting our true nature. Are you clear?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So our true nature is the Chaitanya or Sakshi. Okay, the Chaitanya itself has manifested as everything, but we can't recognize that when we experience the universe through the body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now what happens in meditation is you have cut off the physical world, your mental world of thoughts and memories are opened up, and that also is settled down. Then what happens?
Mm.
Okay, right?
Yeah.
For that I will tell a story. One person, okay, he wanted to have some money, and he heard that there is a forest, and in that forest there are a lot of money and mine and gold coins. Something is hidden there in the forest.
Mhm.
So he goes to the forest, okay, starts searching for that hidden wealth.
Yeah.
He is not able to find that.
Mhm.
Then what happens? He, okay, he finds a man who finds a saint in meditation, sitting below a tree, very peaceful, and he goes and asks him, okay,
Yeah.
uh, there is some wealth here. I want that wealth. The saint says, okay, go this direction. You find a tree, dig below the tree, and you will find some wealth there.
Mhm.
And this person goes there, and he digs below a tree, and he finds a wealth. There are copper coins. He is very happy. One pot full of copper coins. He comes and thanks the saint and takes the copper coin, goes home. He spends that money for some time, and again he wants more money.
Mhm.
Again he comes and asks the saint. Now saint shows him some place, and where again he finds the silver coins.
Yeah.
Now again he goes and takes the silver coin, spends it, and comes back. And this time, third time, he finds this gold coins. So and so on it goes until he finds diamond. Then one day he realizes that this saint is not going and taking all those coins or gold or silver or diamond. There must be something else.
Mhm.
So then he goes and asks the saint, and saint smiles and says, "I have much more than that in me, and that is sakshi, that's awareness." Right? So similarly, when you close your eyes and mind settles down, you may subtle world may open up. Okay.
Mhm.
So subtle world of what is your memories and all is one thing because it's your experience. You may also see this subtle world which is actually not visible through your gross body sometimes. Okay, which is
Mhm.
unseen places, unknown places, beyond beyond known region of our vision. All right.
Yes.
So this I call it macro world or micro world, which will open up. Are you clear?
Yes, Guru.
Okay, so the macro world consisting of different planetary systems, different living beings, strange beings, whatever we have not seen because we can't see with the gross body. Okay, and I'm not saying that these are all required. Okay, I'm saying these are possibilities.
Mhm.
Okay, so typically what happens is that in meditation, uh, there can be a light visibility at the forehead, Adna chakra.
Mhm.
So now this light is actually because of the pineal gland or our third eye.
Mhm.
Okay, third eye is photosensitive, means is sensitive to light and vibration. Are you clear?
Yes.
In meditation, as it gets activated, you may see different range of light.
Mhm.
Okay, in which case the the gross world corresponds to a pink or reddish light,
Mhm.
right? Then beyond that, there is a subtle world which is corresponds to a white light.
Mhm.
Okay, understand? In that white light, probably you may see something which you have not seen in the physical eyes, which is
Yes.
not your experience also, not your memories.
Mhm.
Understand? Some world and some places which you have not seen because now you have a subtle body which is
Mhm.
whitish in nature, right? A white color light appearing in your forehead, opening up subtle vision. Okay, and then you may enter into a causal vision, which is causal body. Okay, which is actually a dark colored, black colored.
Mhm.
Okay, there is causal world which is a sukshma, karana sharira. Okay,
Mhm.
so you may enter into that. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, but now in all these you have awareness. Okay, Whereas in deep sleep, you lose your awareness. Whereas when you in meditation, you enter into a causal body, also you are aware.
Mm-hmm.
Are you correct? Are you clear?
Yes.
So the difference in the difference between sleep and meditation is in sleep you are losing your awareness, whereas in meditation you are aware and enter seeing the physical, the gross, subtle, and causal.
Yeah.
Okay, right? Understand?
Yes.
And beyond the causal, you may see a bluish light or purple light,
Mm-hmm.
what we call as turiya. Okay, turiya sharira. Okay, the beyond, right?
Yes.
Now, even here, the the turiya actually what you see is you are the sakshi, the witness, and turiya you are
Mm-hmm.
seeing, which is actually the beyond, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, what are you seeing really? You are seeing the 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 divine behind the cosmos,
Mm-hmm.
all right? Because when you are sakshi, and what you are seeing is turiya, which is a
Mm-hmm.
object separate
Yeah.
from you. So what you are seeing is yourself. You are seeing the God, the God consciousness,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So this is actually what we call vision of the God,
Mm-hmm.
okay, which consisting of the gross, subtle, and causal, and turiya vision.
Yeah.
Okay, understand? It's a God
Yes.
experience,
Mm-hmm.
and this God experience will be happening in meditation, and it may persist during waking state also.
Yeah.
Okay, so the persistence happens because the energy rising to the Adna chakra, the
Mm-hmm.
forehead or Sahasrara.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is the place the memory is there because our body has ability to remember certain experience in our life.
Mm-hmm.
Our higher order experience is remembered through Adna and Sahasrara.
Okay.
So this experience of God consciousness, what had happened in meditation, can persist during waking state also
Yeah.
in the gross body. Right?
Yes.
So in the waking state, your senses are active. Okay. In addition, the memory in the memory of the gross, subtle, and causal can happen at the Sahasrara or Adna. Okay, in the form of three elements.
Yeah.
One is vibration. Okay, the sound or the light. Okay, so it what I call as bindu, nada, and spanda. Spanda means vibration, nada means sound, bindu means light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, even in waking state, possibly the experience of what meditation may persist. Okay, this is what you call God consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you are
Yes.
experiencing the world, the entire world, Vishnu as Vishwarupa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you are seeing the divine in the universe.
Yeah.
Okay, to give an example, Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna asked for the darshan of Lord. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so Krishna gives him the vision of the cosmic form, Vishwarupa,
Yes. Yeah.
right? So there he sees all the living beings, non-living beings, and things yet to happen, right?
Yes.
And some things are horrible, some things are, everything he sees in that, right?
Yes.
So this actually is experience of gross, subtle, and causal, okay,
Mm-hmm.
in the world, with the in the physical world,
Yeah.
right? Or I can call it as Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, Patala. Okay. Or also I can call it as Stula, Sukshma, Karana, gross,
Mm-hmm.
subtle, and causal. Right?
Yeah.
Or also I can call it as macro, which is actually stars, planets, and galaxies. Okay. And physical, what we see as Earth, and micro in terms of atoms, molecules, and subatomic particles, and quantum.
Yes.
Right? Whatever can be experienced is there in that Vishwarupa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this experience may persist as you deepen in your meditation, because the meditation makes your mind sharper and sharper and sharper.
Okay.
Okay, understand? It's called God experience. So now in that God experience you can see the Vishwarupa. When you say Vishwarupa, the manifestation of the Lord as the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right? It actually has, I told you, light, bindu, nada means vibration, and spanda.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Spanda means vibration, nada means sound, right?
Yes.
So bindu I told you already. There are three types of light, four types of light visible in the meditation.
Yeah.
One is uh, dark red light, okay,
Mm-hmm.
white light, black light, and bluish or purple light.
Yeah.
Okay, they correspond to, red light correspond to gross or stula,
Wow.
white light correspond to sukshma, subtle, black light correspond to karana or causal, blue light or purple light corresponds to turiya,
Yeah.
right? Understand?
Yes.
So this experience of meditation can correspond, experience can persist in waking state also, and such a person is normally called a saint, santa.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay, it's a beautiful experience where your ego is not gone, your individuality is not gone. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
understand? Your individuality is not gone because still there is a subject object duality,
Mm-hmm.
right? Seer is there and seen is there,
Yes.
right? The subject object duality is there in this experience. Are you understand?
Yes.
Okay, at the same time you are experiencing your subject as a part of the larger whole, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are experiencing yourself as a bigger part of the whole universe, as a part of the whole universe. You understand?
Yes.
You are feeling connected to the universe, deeply connected.
Mm.
Hmm? And this actually opens up tremendous amount of love, outpouring love and joy in you, because you are connected to God. You understand?
Yes.
Are you clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what has happened earlier? We were seeing myself as a body, mind, and intellect. I have identified the body, and I am seeing the universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
The magnificent universe. So that I call as the totality as God. Okay.
Yeah.
So that stage is called Dvaita or duality. Understand?
Yes.
Now, from that stage, in meditative stage, you are feeling more deeply connected to that duality, more deeply connected to that whole totality.
Mm-hmm.
So this is actually called Vishishtabdvaita. I am connected to the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's something like for example, a tree has a root, the shoot, the plant, the leaves, flower, and fruit, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Leaf is connected to tree. Okay, but leaf is not the tree.
Yes.
So similarly, in meditative state, you feel connected to the universe. Okay, but you are not the universe,
Yes.
right? So that is
Yes.
actually called Vishishtabdvaita stage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but what happens is that in Dvaita or Vishishtabdvaita, still there is an identity. I am so and so. I am, whether it can be physical body or Sthula Sharira or Sukshma Sharira or Karana Sharira.
Yes.
Correct? So now this will persist because the Karana Sharira or it's called also Linga Sharira, the causal body
Mm-hmm.
persists. So now the causal body is there because of the ignorance. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, causal body is there because of ignorance, that I am identifying with the seen. I am not identifying with the seer. I am not recognizing that I am the seer. Instead of that, I am recognizing myself as a seen, a part of the scene,
Yeah.
right? A part of the scene, not the totality of the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, because of that, what happens? The the causal ignorance is there still all the time. So even if you experience the God, the causal ignorance is already there. The causality, the linga sharira is there. The causal body is there. Okay. Until the causal body breaks or the ignorance goes, there is no liberation.
Okay.
Even in God experience, there is no liberation. Understand?
Yes.
In God experience, there is love, there is joy, the tremendous overflow of joy, love, and probably feeling of the tears may flow, and body may vibrate, body may shake, the hair may stand. Okay, but still,
Mm-hmm.
it is this. Still, there is separation.
Yes.
The seer and seen. Okay, the subject and object. You understand?
Yes.
And also, there is a that this also gets breaks into what I call as triputi, the seer,
Mm.
seen, and the process of seeing.
Yes.
Okay, the process of seeing is nothing but the mind. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so now this breaking is there because of the experience gets broken into I and the other, right? Okay, now the causal body, which is actually what is the causal body? The causal body is the sense of I, aham, I am.
Yeah.
Okay, aham is not a problem because that is actually is a natural experience. Understand? What happens is that the chaitanya, the consciousness, when it eliminates the body, that aham comes into picture.
Yes.
Okay, it's like this: electricity flows through a bulb, the light bulb glows, right? So similarly, when the consciousness eliminates the body, that sense of I appears. Aham, it's called. Okay, but that aham, problem with aham is that aham thinks I am the self, I am the chaitanya,
Yes.
which is not. Are you clear?
Yes.
The aham thinks that I am the self, I am the chaitanya, which is not. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It is the ego. It's only a reflection, not the original.
Yeah.
Right? Understand?
Yeah.
But that itself starts taking the place of the self, which it's not. Right? And then it starts identifying with the body because it cannot see the chaitanya, it can see only the body.
Mm-hmm.
It starts identifying the body.
Yes.
Okay? It is like electricity flows to the bulb. Okay? Bulb can never know what is electricity. Okay? But light comes through that bulb. Right?
Yes.
The bulb thinks I am the light. It is not, bulb is not the light. Electricity is the one which caused the light, but bulb can never understand what is electricity.
Yes.
Right? So this is how what happens. The chaitanya eliminates the body, and body develops there's a sense of I develops, and that I identifies with the mind and intellect and the body.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? When it identifies the body, it becomes I am the body. When it identifies the mind, it becomes the I am the mind. When it identifies the intellect, it becomes the I am the intellect.
Yes.
So the body is naturally is the engine for the action.
Mm-hmm.
So then you say I am the body, then I am the doer. I do something
Yes.
because body is used for doing something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then I become the doer, karta.
Yeah.
And when I become the doer, I am also become the enjoyer of the fruits of the action, which is karma phala.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now who is the enjoyer? Body cannot enjoy. It's the mind which enjoys.
Yes.
Okay, I am happy, I am unhappy, I am sad, I am angry. All those things happen because I identify the mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, understand?
Yes.
So beyond that, I also identify with the deep sleep. I slept well. Okay, when I identify with the causal body.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is this. This is what happens. That seer seen split is there because of the aham bhava, the sense of I.
Mm-hmm.
Understand?
Yes.
But and it's a very persistent illusion that I am separate from the existence. Understand?
Yes.
Similarly, when you okay, now as you become more and more aware of
Mm-hmm.
the the subtle, gross, and causal world, also you become aware of the self, which is Atma, the
Yes.
Chaitanya, Sakshi. right? So now what happens that I understand that I, aham, you understand,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
atma, which is actually aham. So now that understands that I am not the body, mind, or intellect. I am the Chaitanya consciousness. Understand?
Yes.
So it's called that experience called, which I keep repeating, Nanu nanembudu nanalla, ideha mana buddhi nanalla, Sachidanandatma Shivananu Nane, Shivoham, Shivoham. Understand?
Yes.
There's, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am pure consciousness, Chaitanya. Otherwise, that I am has become everything.
Yes.
Now that I am becomes this realization, I am becomes that, which is actually supreme reality, that which has appeared as this, the whole universe.
Mm-hmm.
Understand?
Yes.
That supreme reality, what we call Parabrahma, okay, has appeared as this Vishnu, this Loka, the manifest world,
Yeah.
right? That and this are the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is called Tat. This is called Idam, and in between Aham.
Yeah.
Okay, that is consciousness, Chaitanya. This
Mm-hmm.
is the world, and in between Aham, I.
Yeah.
Okay, so that actually we speak that is nothing but the supreme reality or supreme consciousness, which we call as Parabrahma Narayana.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Narayana is shown in resting in Milky Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Narayana is actually supreme consciousness,
Yes.
right? He is resting,
Mm-hmm.
and he is in yoga nidra. He is in sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and in the sleep, in his dream, the worlds appear and disappear. The whole universe appears and disappears. Multiple worlds appear and disappear.
Mm-hmm.
So that in yoga nidra, Narayana is resting, and that Narayana himself takes the form of the world Vishnu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Narayana is resting consciousness, Vishnu is manifest consciousness,
Yes.
Chaitanya. You understand? So in between Aham appears,
Mm-hmm.
that I appears. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, right. So in other words, what's happening is the resting consciousness is Narayana, supreme reality, Parabrahma. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
he has a dreaming consciousness, dreams, right?
Mm-hmm.
The dreaming consciousness is called Maya.
Yeah.
The dream of Narayana is called Maya. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Maya is actually power of Narayana only, the Shakti.
Mm-hmm.
That Shakti is called Lakshmi, Durga, Saraswati, all those names are there.
Yes.
Okay. In that dream of Narayana, the world appears, and world appears, many types of world appears. Understand?
Yes.
So to experience the world, he has to take a body, and the body is your body, my body, in different bodies.
Uh, in that case, I mean, just one question. The lokas we have talked about before, like
Hmm.
three um,
The
three
Bolok.
lokas,
Hmm.
Lake. These are all part of Vishnu Maya, is it?
Yeah, they're all part of the Maya.
So they're just an illusion.
I don't call it as illusion, it's all called Maya. Maya is not right word for illusion. Okay, illusion is the English word
Okay.
which gives a confusion.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Yes.
it's appearance. Okay, it's appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Illusion is appearance is which is real actually. Okay, illusion is
Okay.
which is appearance which is not real,
Okay.
right? For example, somebody sees somebody is psychiatrically disturbed person can may see that a tiger going on the road, which is not there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
whereas this is not like that. It is a appearance, and which is reality for when it appears. Okay,
Okay.
and such a situation is called mithya. Mithya means it is neither real nor unreal.
Okay. Yeah.
Understand? It's not
Yes.
it's not asatya, which is not false.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there is concrete reality which is appearing,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not real in the ultimate sense because it disappears.
Yes.
Okay, it's a projection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what happens in this scenario, that the Narayana takes the form of body. He takes the body of an animal, he takes the body of human being, he takes the body of fish, he takes the body of
Mm-hmm.
bird, many bodies to experience this world.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? But the moment he takes the body, he forgets his original nature and he becomes that body. then the experience starts, right?
Yes.
So to experience something, you have to forget your original nature. No, if you go to, let's say, I mean, for example, let's say you go to a tour, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You have
Yes.
gone to, let's say, I mean, if you have a lot of money, let us say you go to Hawaii Island, Hawaiian Island, okay? You are going in a ship.
Yes.
Okay, now you have to experience, enjoy that experience, okay? If you keep on thinking of your home in your place, Brisbane, you can't enjoy that experience.
Yes. That's true. Yeah.
You have to forget everything and you have to become immersed in that experience.
Yes.
So that's what happens. The immersion in the experience will give lead to that becoming the body.
Yes.
Okay. Now please understand this body is also Chaitanya only, consciousness only, nothing else.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So now, finally, what happens that I am something. I am the body. I am the mind. I am the intellect. I am so and so. I am a man. I am woman. I am engineer. All those things. I am become so many forms for
Yeah.
experiencing. Okay.
Yeah.
So then because of the grace of the Lord, grace of Guru. Okay. The same Narayana also has kept a mechanism to remind himself. It's like alarm clock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That alarm clock is nothing but the master, the spiritual master, the Guru.
Yes.
Okay, or Avatara Purusha, to come and remind himself of his true nature.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, okay, enough experience, go back. Type. Okay, so
Yes.
that form of Narayana who comes to remind you is called Sadguru or realized master.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
The realized master also is nothing but your own self, Narayana, or inner self.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
for this, the Sri Shankaracharya gives one beautiful example. Okay, uh, there is a forest and you have a dream. Okay, in the dream you
Mm-hmm.
are walking in a forest. Suddenly a
Mm-hmm.
tiger comes,
Yes.
so you are scared of the tiger. You run, and the tiger is chasing you. Then you jump into a river. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because you run into river and jump into the river in dream, suddenly you wake up. Right,
Yep.
now while you wake up, there is no river, there is no tiger.
Yep.
Where is the river? There is no tiger. They are all both dream, right?
Yes.
Similarly, in the dream, the tiger comes. In our Maya, the Sadguru comes, the realized master comes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then
Yes.
you wake up. When you wake up, that I, which is I am, the Ahambhava, merges with the Chaitanya. It's no longer different from the Chaitanya, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So then what happens? There is no master, there is no tiger. Like there's a tiger and river. There's no tiger, there's no river. They're all Chaitanya only, consciousness only.
Yes.
Okay, in that state, there is no body now. Okay, from some body, which is gross body or subtle body, causal body, you have become no body, nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Then what are you? Pure consciousness, Chaitanya.
Mm-hmm.
Chaitanya is not a body.
Yes.
Chaitanya is pure consciousness. It's not a body. Is the seer, is the eternal subject. That Chaitanya is Brahman. Everything in the universe, what is there, that Chaitanya only has taken the form, including the mind, including the body. Everything that Chaitanya only has taken the form. That is nothing but Parabrahma Narayana. Okay,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
you become one with that Parabrahma Narayana. All right. So this is called Mukti or liberation. Hmm?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is actually what we call as liberation. Okay. So now,
Yes.
if I want to put in more simpler words, there is a consciousness of the physical world. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's a gross consciousness. There is a consciousness of subtle world.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, subtle consciousness. There's a consciousness of the causal world, which is I am feeling,
Mm-hmm.
and beyond that, there's a consciousness of the supreme reality or Turiya Sharira.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and beyond that, you merge with the Turiya Sharira, and Turiya or Turiya, Stula, Sukshma, Karana, Turiya are not different from you. They are one with you. And that oneness is Chaitanya, Advaita, non-duality. Are you clear?
Yes.
So now, in between I have told some meditative experiences. There's no need to look for these meditative experiences. There's no need to crave for these meditative experiences. If that happens, happens. Okay? So contemplate, listen to the teachings of the master, contemplate on I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am Chaitanya. Contemplate on that. So for people, some people, mukti is direct, short. Straight away they go to I am consciousness. For some people, they take a more entertaining path of experiencing different worlds and go. Depends on which ticket you have purchased.
Okay. So it's again our choice, or
Okay.
Mm. So when you say mukti, liberation,
Hmm.
which is your experiential knowledge,
No, mukti is not experience. Okay, in mukti there's only Chaitanya. There's nothing else. The fear, seen dualities disappeared. Only awareness remains.
okay, from that point, from from the point what you are seeing,
Mm-hmm.
uh, the one we were talking about, God,
Mm-hmm.
um, what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the difference between the knowledge, not knowledge, the experience you have gained?
Mm-hmm.
How do you project? How do you express God with that?
The question is not clear.
In the sense when we talk about God, we talk about Vishnu, all these things are basically knowledge based. But the person who has experienced that, how would you put it?
No, he is nothing but Parabrahma only. He is nothing but supreme reality only.
So it's not all giving, all compassion, all forgiving, who knows everything.
See, actually there are two stages of realization. Okay,
Yes.
one stage of realization is called God consciousness or cosmic consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which is actually realization of the Vishnu, the supreme reality, in that as a totality.
Yes.
Okay, so that is actually God consciousness. This is still a part of the Maya.
Mm-hmm.
So there, a person who is in that stage is called saint.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in that stage, a lot of outpouring of love, affection, peace, all those things you can see, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you are related to that person because he is a person still.
Yes.
Okay, whereas when you reach pure consciousness, Chaitanya, he is not a person.
Mm-hmm.
The person, our personality is gone. Is pure awareness. Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yes.
So when you say pure awareness, okay, there's no personality, there's no person, it's impersonal. Okay, so
Yes.
impersonal is para Brahma or supreme reality. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
in that impersonal, okay, everything is Chaitanya only. There's no separation for that being or non-being, I can say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Okay, so here there's
So
no
that's
there's
existence.
he is nothing but existence. That's why it's Sat Chit Ananda. He is blissful. He is existence. He is truth.
Yes.
Okay, there is no separate experience for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, of course there may be engine of experience which is body, mind, and intellect complex, which may persist for some time. Okay,
Yes.
that is called residue.
Mm-hmm.
Residue may persist because of the prarabdha karma of the vehicle.
Yes.
Okay, so now here such a person, there are four categories of experience can happen for such a being.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they are called Brahmavid, Brahmavara, Brahmavarenya, Brahmavarishta. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so Brahmavid, all this actually realization has happened that I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am pure consciousness. The realization has happened. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so he has become pure consciousness. Okay, but still the body, mind, and intellect, the vehicle which he has purchased, right, for the experience,
Mm-hmm.
the ticket is still there. Okay, the vehicle is still there.
Okay.
Okay, vehicle life is not over. He has a ticket, purchased a ticket for some more time.
Mm-hmm.
So he can still go through the experience in some way, but now in that experience it's more with knowledge rather than ignorance.
Yes.
Understand? So the experience may persist for some time, right?
Yes.
This is actually because of the what we call as residual karma or prarabdha karma of the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And in other words, the vehicle is nothing but body, mind, and intellect.
Okay.
Okay, so the body, mind, and intellect has a manufacturing date and a expiry date.
Yes.
Till the expiry date, he can still use the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So now this typically is done by the universe for the purpose of teaching, right? If after a realization, if the vehicle also goes, then nobody is there to teach.
Yes.
So the vehicle life is kept for some more longer time so that the teaching can happen.
Mm-hmm.
So in that experience, there are four categories of experience of that vehicle. One is that deep inside he knows that I am the consciousness, Chaitanya, but also he is experienced I am as a body. Okay,
Yes.
but this ego is a burnt ego. It's not real ego.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
it's a burnt ego in the sense it's like a rope you burn. Okay, even after burning the rope, there's ashes will be taking the shape of the rope, but still it appears like a rope, but it's not real.
Yes.
So similarly, person who has realized appears to be living in the body, but he is not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for other people he looks like that, right? Internally he is not.
Yes.
Internally he is using the body.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
so earlier in ignorance he was the body.
Mm-hmm.
Now in enlightenment he is using the body, but he is not the body. That's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Understand?
Yes.
So he is the body, uses the body for the purpose of communication, for the purpose of interaction.
Yes.
Are you clear?
Yes.
So this actually he goes through that body itself goes through the four stages of prarabdha karma, residual karma.
Mm-hmm.
What is one is called Brahmavid. Brahmavid is knower of Brahman. Brahmavara, Brahmavarenya, Brahmavarishta. So this Brahmavid, Brahmavara, Brahmavarenya, Brahmavarishta is for the from the external appearance for the people, not internal experience.
Yes.
Internal experience is not these four. Internal experience is pure knowledge, pure wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Externally,
Yes.
there is a Brahmavid, Brahmavara, Brahmavarenya, Brahmavarishta, external manifestation because the vehicle itself of different, the karmic impression of vehicle is of different category.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm saying when I say vehicle, the body, mind, intellect is a vehicle. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like there is a cycle, there is a car, there is a plane, like that. There are different vehicles, right? Each of them have the different ranges,
Mm-hmm.
but the driver is only one.
Yeah.
So similarly, the vehicle itself can go through different stages. This is why the people who are realized they show different manifestations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the
Yeah.
extreme four ranges are Brahmavid is example is Sri Krishna and Sri Rama or even Janaka Maharaja. Okay,
Okay.
so they are realized and possibly they are evolved beings or enlightened beings, avatara purushas by birth, but they live a life very active in a society. For example, Krishna was very active. He was playful, he was a lover, he was a teacher, he was a warrior, he was a politician, he was poet, he was a singer, he was a dancer, many things,
Mm.
right? So nobody knows that he is the knower of Brahman or he is Brahman himself. Nobody knows
Mm.
except for some of the few people who have that wisdom, like Vidura or somebody who could recognize that. Other people can't recognize, right? So that's why the wisdom is you cannot see, but manifestation of the wisdom through the body is only what we can see. For the people, Krishna is acting,
Yeah.
okay, but Krishna is using the body. He is not the body.
Yes.
Understand?
Yes.
So then Brahmavid, Brahmavara means actually now what happens is that if the Prarabdha karma is less,
Mm.
the body will lose, I mean, there will be less admission in the body.
Yes.
Okay. So that means vehicle is used not very regularly, once in a while.
Okay.
Right? So Brahmavara, Brahmavarenya, and Brahmavarishta. Similarly, the vehicle becomes less and less usage. Brahmavarishta case, there is no usage of the vehicle. Okay. So Brahma with the example is Sri Krishna. Brahmavarishta example is Sri Ramana Maharshi. Ramana Maharshi used to sit in one place, not even searching for food, and food people used to come. I mean, he used to get something and he used to eat. Right. So what happens is the Brahmavid to Brahmavarishta, what is the difference is the usage of the vehicle and time spent on using maintaining the vehicle is less.
Okay. Yeah.
Understand?
Yes.
Okay. So in case of Brahmavid, the vehicle is used fully and actively in the world. In case of Brahmavarishta, vehicle is not used. Okay, and not even you don't put a petrol also. That means you don't put food also. Okay, unless some people come and give the food, you take.
Yeah.
Okay, because of the prarabdha karma, people will come and give the food.
Yes.
So in between these two categories, Brahmavid to Brahmavarishta, some ranges can happen because this is of the prarabdha karma, not because of the realization.
Yes.
Okay. For example, Brahmavarishta, another example is there. Shuka Maharaj. Shuka Maharaj is a son of Vyasa Maharshi. While Vyasa Maharshi was Brahmavid, he was fully active. He wrote the Vedas. He classified the Vedas. He made the Puranas and all. Okay. Understand? Whereas Shuka Maharshi, who is son of Vyasa Maharshi, he was completely, I mean, he didn't have body consciousness or vehicle. He was not cared, bothered. Okay. Say, for example, I have a vehicle, but I don't wash it. Okay. Right. I don't use it now. Wash it. Just leave it like that. So similarly, he used to walk naked without because there's no less of body consciousness or less of identification of the body. Okay. This comes in the category of Brahmavarishta, or they are called Avadutas. Okay. So this is the four range of manifestation. And in a lifetime, it's not necessary that Brahmavid will stay Brahmavid only. As his Prarabdha karma reduces, Prarabdha karma of the body reduces, he can move into Brahmavara, Brahmavarenya, Brahmavarishta. He can move. Okay, it's not that he is stationary at that one point. He is not he, when I say his body, vehicle, no?
Yes. Yes.
So for example, the example for that is our Yadnavalkya, okay? Yadnavalkya Rishi. Yadnavalkya Rishi is a realized person. He had two wives called Katyayani and Maitreyi. Okay, he had a lot of wealth also because he was a teacher, knower of, he was teaching Vedas and a lot of people give donation. He was rich also.
Yes.
So then he wants to move into stage of Brahmavara. Okay, because those things, richness and all doesn't matter to him now. He wants to take a sannyasa. So then is sannyasa of knower. He is an already realized person.
Yes.
Then he starts going towards the forest. Okay, then he gives the wealth to Katyayani and Maitreyi and starts going to the forest. Now he has from Brahmavid, he has moved into Brahmavara. Okay, the vehicle. Are you clear?
Yes.
Any questions?
No, Guru. Clear.
Hari Om.